Hi, Queens. My name is Rachel from Queens TV, and I'm here with three co-chairs from Relay for Life, and they're going to tell us a little about what they're doing this year.
Awesome. I'm Natalie. I'm one of the co-presidents, and I'm in fourth year in linguistics.
I'm Izzy. I'm one of the other co-presidents. I'm in third year bio.
I'm Vanessa, and I'm the third one, and I am in fourth year history.
Awesome. So I guess we'll just start off with asking you guys, what exactly is Relay for Life?
Yeah, so traditionally, Relay for Life is a 12-hour overnight event where groups of people come together for a night of fun, friendship, and fundraising. All the money that we fundraise goes directly to the Canadian Cancer Society, which is the national charitable funder of cancer research. So this non-competitive relay brings together students for one common cause, which is to make cancer history. So this will be our 15th year doing Relay for Life at Queens, which is really exciting. And it's going to be actually our first ever virtual event this year. So instead of having a 12-hour event, we're going to have it over a weekend. So it's going to be from March 19th to 21st. You can still expect all the same great things that you would in a normal relay, starting with our 3 different ceremonies. So starting on Friday is going to be our opening ceremonies. We just kind of talk about what exactly our event is, where we are in terms of fundraising, and then we have our Zumba instructor, Dave Champlain, is going to be there. And then on Saturday is our luminary event, and this is where we honor those we've lost to cancer. We'll have some people speak about their experience, and then we have some musical performances by Owen Riegling and the Codas. And then on Sunday, that's when we kind of have our closing ceremonies. We do a grand check reveal of how much we've raised. We announce our raffle and silent auction winners, and yeah, just kind of kick off our weekend.
That sounds so fun. So obviously Relay is going to look a little different this year. So how are you guys planning on making the event fully virtual?
Yeah, so everyone can expect, kind of as Natalie said, the same great entertainment and the necessary, the 3 pillars, I guess, of Relay are those ceremonies. So you can still expect all of that stuff, but instead of over the 12 hours, like Natalie said, it's just going to be over the 3 days. So again, March 19th to 21st. So even if you register now, we send out emails, kind of registration emails. That's how you get all access to all these videos through our YouTube channel, but they're all unlisted. So you have to register to participate and be a part of them. So even if you register now, you'll still get access to all of those. We'll send out the links. We kind of periodically send the links out to people that are registering later, so they still get access to all of the really awesome stuff we have. We're continuing like last year, or all of the years. We have a raffle, silent auction with incredible sponsors like Buddha Board, Dollarama, local restaurants, stores, all that jazz. We have all of that again this year. That will be shipping to you out of our pocket, I guess. So you don't have to worry about that. You'll still get your t-shirts. If you're in Kingston, you can pick them up. And we have our speakers that share their stories and all that jazz as well. So yeah, it's basically we kept all the aspects that everyone loves about Relay. We just made it COVID friendly. So yeah.
Wow, good for you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So basically, I guess just adding on to what you just said, are there any more opportunities you think that were brought up this year that weren't available last year because it's online?
Yeah, for sure. On this year, it's honestly probably more important than ever to do all the fundraising and supporting of Canadian Cancer Society, just because the patients and stuff that are receiving treatment, they're alone in the hospitals and they're not able to see their family and friends as easily. So just this added uncertainty and isolation for cancer patients at this time is extremely hard, and for their families. So the Canadian Cancer Society is working hard to keep their programs running so that cancer patients have the information that they need and that are supported as much as possible. And just having it online does allow for just not Queen students to participate. I mean, every year we do have the odd friend that will come from out of town, but this year it's nice because your family and friends can watch it from home because they don't need to be in Kingston to do it. I know I have a couple friends from other schools who are able to come to Queen's Relay this year virtually, which is really nice. Just that it's open to anybody that can come and just support us, which is really awesome.
Yeah, I guess that is a super cool touch that you weren't able to do before. So everyone tell your family and friends at home, wherever they are, to join Relay. So you said that you guys are having some special guests. Did you guys want to talk about that? Who are the special guests you're having? And
Yeah, for sure. So And in our opening ceremonies, we have some, I guess you call them panelists or special guest speakers that each bring their own super unique take on cancer to the table. So one of our speakers is Dylan. He actually used to be on the committee for Relay, like when he was a Queen student. So he's a cancer survivor, and after university, he began working for the CCS. So he has a really unique experience in terms of even like he had a stem cell transplant and all that stuff. So he has a really, really unique experience, and he's an amazing speaker. So we're really looking forward to his speech, I guess. And then another one we have is Janet Dancey, who is the director of the Canadian Cancer Trial Groups here in Kingston. So that'll be definitely super still accessible to the general public, but a little more of a medical take on kind of cancer and that kind of stuff, and the trial groups, and especially local as well, which is super exciting. And then, so they demonstrate the amazing work that the Canadian Cancer Society is doing in terms of educating individuals about cancer prevention and completely groundbreaking research in hopes for cancer to become a disease that people live with, not die with. So, yeah.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see.
Yeah, so also just looking at your Facebook page, you can see that there's a Survivor of the Month highlighted. So what have you guys seen from showing that? Have you been getting good responses?
Yeah, it's something new that we did this year, actually. We haven't done it in the past, but I think we really wanted to highlight it this year to show the success of the Canadian Cancer Society and to show more a positive side to cancer, because it is often a very negative thing that people talk about. People have a lot of negative stories with it. And there's also this kind of idea that cancer really only happens to older people, so people's grandparents, maybe their own parents. But we kind of wanted to show that it affects anybody at any age, and all of our survivors that we showed over the course from October till now are all in their 20s and are cancer survivors. So it just kind of brings awareness to the strength of these individuals and kind of what they've gone through at such a young age. So that's kind of what we wanted to highlight and show kind of a different side of cancer.
That's awesome. So a little more about how to get involved in the actual event. So how should students get involved for this event this year?
So the biggest way to get involved is obviously to register. So you can go to relayforlife.ca/QueensU to sign up and participate in our event. You can register as an individual or grab some friends and make your own team or join an existing team. Another way is, this year it is a bit late for it, but especially in the fall, if people are interested, they can always volunteer or join the committee. Big way to also participate and just get involved is doing donations. So you can donate to us through the same thing on relayforlife.ca/QueensU. We can take monetary donations or in-kind donations if you have like a business or anything that there's something you do want to donate from. Even to just sharing our posts on social media. So like on Instagram and Facebook, we also recently got onto LinkedIn. So our handle is QueensU Relay. And just for that aspect too, we will be having a silent auction and raffle next week. It should be launched. And so if you're interested in donating that way and having a bit of more of an incentive to it, that's another great way.
Awesome. So I guess I'm sure you pretty much answered this question, but what are some ways that students can fundraise and support your initiative?
Yeah, so we do have a fundraising minimum of $50 in order to participate in our event. And sometimes it seems a little bit scary for some people because they're like, do I have to pay out of pocket the $50? And the answer is no. We're not expecting you to just pay with your own money. If you do want to donate to yourself, that's great. But we kind of break it down a little bit. So if you think about it, if you ask 5 different people for $10, you're asking for a lot less. And then you're also spreading the message to 5 different people, which is really great. You can also skip buying coffee or lunch for a month. Even if you just skip buying coffee, that's almost $2 to $3 every single day. And every little bit adds up, as Vanessa had said. So that'll get you to your $50 really quick or even more. And then, kind of how we touched before, even if you're just posting on Facebook, on Instagram, sending out emails to relatives, you'd be surprised how quickly people will respond. And even if you just post a donation link to people, someone, that you're not even that close to, they'll see it and they'll resonate with cancer because they have a cancer story themselves, and they'll donate whatever they can.
Yeah, and also, like you said, social media is such a great way to get the message out, and I guess people that you wouldn't necessarily ask face-to-face would probably be interested in
especially this year, like everything's everything's virtual. People are always online checking, what's going on and ways to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
The littlest bit can go the longest way. Like if you can only donate like $5, that's still $5 more than we would have had before. So
exactly, like you said, skip your morning coffee 1-2 days.
Exactly.
You're golden. If it's Starbucks, that's even more.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of money.
So like you said, anyone can join Relay this year, especially because it's super virtual. But are there any events that are exclusive to Kingston that you'll be doing social distancing or?
No. So this year, like obviously just with the situation, everything for Relay 2021 is completely virtual. So yeah, as we said, like it makes it way more accessible to anyone. Like my mom's registered. Like I know both Natalie and Vanessa's parents are also registered. So yeah, like literally anyone, if we were pushing for like high schools, like local high schools in Kingston, if they want to come register, that would be amazing because I know it's been hard on the high schools relays in that sense. So yeah, anyone, please come, please register. It will be worth your while.
Okay, and just to give some advice to those people that are registering that aren't in the Kingston community or maybe aren't super familiar with Relay, what are some ways that they can be active in supporting individuals with cancer?
Yeah, so as we said, like Relay is open to anyone. You do not need to be in Kingston to participate in and support our event with it being virtual this year. So all the money from Relay goes directly to the CCS, which is the largest national charitable fundraiser of cancer research. So in donating, you're like supporting like programs like helping cancer patients get driven to their treatment if they're not able to, or support for the families and stuff as well, because that's a huge aspect of it. So you can donate to Relay or the CCS site directly. You can volunteer with the CCS. They have countless like essential programs for cancer patients and survivors, as I've mentioned. And also a super unique one is stem cell donations. So a lot of cancer patients need stem cell transplants. So family is not usually a match for these individuals, unfortunately. So becoming like a registrant on the stem cell registry through the Canadian Blood Services is a great way to get involved as well. And it's super easy. We did an event with the Queen's Blood team earlier this year, and they have a lot of awesome information about it as well. If you wanted to check out their stuff also, but yeah.
And I think even with COVID that you can become a stem cell registrant at home. I think they'll mail you a kit. You do the swab in your cheek for, I think it's like 30 seconds. You send it back. So it's totally contactless. So there still are ways that you can get involved without having that in person. Yeah.
That is good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for telling us more about Relay for Life. I'm sure everyone watching learned a bunch. I know I learned a bunch. So we're going to link all of the websites, socials, everything so that you guys have full access to all that. And I'm sure if they have any questions, feel free to
check out our Instagram or Facebook. You can DM us. Well, we all check that, our marketing coordinators and us. We check it all the time. So if you have any questions. Yeah, exactly. But thank you so much for having us.
Okay, well, thanks again and enjoy Relay for Life.
We will. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Relay Reimagined will incorporate all your favorite Relay activities from the comfort and safety of your own home. From March 19th to 21st, you can expect a weekend of fun, friendship, and fundraising. All money fundraised goes directly to the Canadian Cancer Society, which is the largest national charitable funder of cancer research. It is also the only charity in Canada that fights all types of cancer, while also working on prevention and supporting patients living with cancer.
Instead of 12 hours of entertainment, you can anticipate a whole weekend of Zumba, games, and our traditional 3 ceremonies. Over the course of the weekend, you will be encouraged to walk outside, in your home, or at a gym to symbolize the laps walked at our opening, luminary, and closing ceremonies. Leading up to the event, we have created countless entertainment activities that are exclusive to those already registered. We have already posted a set of workout classes. However, in the coming weeks, we have cooking classes where we show you how to elevate your college cooking, and DIY Arts and Crafts Week, including tie-dye and scrunchie making.
This year, we need your support more than ever. You can register for our event at www.relayforlife.ca/QueensU. You can sign up as an individual, join an existing team, or create your own. Join us in making history for the first ever virtual Relay for Life at Queens. No matter where you are, this is the event for you, and help us to create a change in millions of people's lives.